Hi Leo, welcome to Heaven Healing and Tarot. This is Christina. Today we will be getting you some messages. So let's see what's going on in your energy and maybe what advice your angels and guides might want to tell you today. Before I do that though, I always send out some healing, so take a deep breath with me. Are you ready? Let's do it. All right, Leo, let's just jump in and get your cards. The Hierophant, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, a lot of people here, Four of Pentacles, King of Swords. Alright, so what I'm feeling right off the bat is that you are looking for answers. You're asking for help. You've probably been praying or meditating or connecting. You are searching for your answers. You really are. You're trying very hard to know what's the right path for you. There's something that you really want. Something you haven't let go of yet. It's like you want to you want to make this offer. It feels like an offer of love. You really want to offer your cup of love to somebody, and you're bound and determined to make this happen. But there is something here that's holding you back. You're holding on to something too tightly, and it could be fear, anger, regret, hurt. You're holding on to something negative, something that's you need to let go of. You can't hold on to it anymore. It feels like you've been holding on to it for a while, like a little bit. Not just like a week or two. I'm talking about like maybe a year or two you've been holding it on. That's kind of what it feels like. Again, I have no way. Time is an earth thing, right? But I'm just saying what I'm getting. The King of Swords tells me either something has become very clear to you, you've gotten mental clarity on something, you've learned some new knowledge, or you've just, like, you know, had an epiphany where you know what you want now. Like, you see the truth. You see things for what they are and not, you know, wearing those rose-colored glasses. You know, this knight is in love with love. You know, he loves to be loved. But sometimes he wears rose-colored glasses. So, and this knight wants to come in and sweep the person off their feet, because even if they say no or I can't, this person's like, oh no, you can. I can make it happen. So I feel like you're kind of at war with yourself a little bit, and you're really looking for answers here, because like you really want this. I'm calling it love, because that's what I'm feeling it is. You really want this love in your life, but you're holding on to something about this love that's negative. And I feel like you know it. I feel like this isn't a surprise to you. You understand what you're going through. You understand what you're doing. But maybe you don't know the solution or how to go about some things, or either to chase your dream or to walk away from it. It feels like that kind of a choice. I'm surprised that there's not a Two of Swords here, because that's what it kind of feels like. It kind of feels like you have two options here. Either you go for it or you walk away from it once and for all. That choice is yours, you know. Only you know what's right for you. Let's get some more cards, and maybe it'll help you be clearer. Yeah, look, there's heartache here. You had some. I knew I felt hurt with this. Like, you're holding on to this bitterness. Like, you're bitter. You are definitely bitter. Like, you have like a stubborn energy about you. And the King of Swords can be stubborn. But look, there is a new beginning for you. And that new beginning could very well be with your person. You could have a new beginning, but you would have to let go of the past. You would have to have a true new beginning. You would have to have the slate clean. Or it's you completely walking away from this and having a brand new beginning. I still feel like the choice is yours. For some reason, I'm feeling like there's a choice. I think it's because the Hierophant's here. I think that, you're looking for answers. And so you wouldn't be looking for answers if you had, if you knew exactly what to do. Look, you're confused. I'm feeling fear with that card though too. I'm feeling a lot of fear. Like you're afraid to make that decision. You're afraid to go either way because you're afraid if you go after your love, you might be rejected or hurt again. Or maybe, maybe there'll be like a false start or something. I'm so sorry that I'm getting the chills. So I'm like, I was trying to see if somebody was coming in, but I'm feeling somebody's energy. I lost my train of thought. We're talking about your fears. Or you're afraid to walk away because you'll never have what you truly want, and what you truly want is this love. So, again, I feel like the decision is yours here, but you have to face your fears. You're like, why are you going to live in limbo? That's what it feels like you're doing. It feels like you keep living in limbo, like things aren't happening for you because you have too much fear here. There's like a fear of failure, they're telling me. It's a fear of failure. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, they're confirming it. So, Hierophant again. You really want answers. And maybe that's why you're here. And I'm sorry if I'm not really giving you the answers, but here's the thing. We all have to choose our own path here. We all have our own lessons to learn. So I really can't tell you what to do. You have to just know. You kind of have to feel it out. Feel both sides. Do what's in your heart. But you definitely got to face your fears one way or the other. Because living in limbo sucks. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. I don't have anything to say on that. That says it all. The person that you're asking about or you're thinking of is trustworthy, plain and simple. You can trust them. Maybe that was your fear. Maybe your fear you can't trust somebody, but you can. At least you could trust them that they'll tell you the truth, and that may be what you want to hear, and it may not be what you want to hear, but I feel like your person is trustworthy. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, mystic, priestess, teacher. That's either you or your person. I feel like one of you is a mystic. It could be psychic in some way, or a teacher, or just very spiritual. Whether you guys know it or not, I just feel like one of you, either you or your person, whoever you're thinking about in this situation, is connected, and you're not trusting what you're getting. No, I think that's more right for you. I think you are more connected than you think. And I think that you're not trusting your gut. I feel like they're telling you what to do and you're not doing it. They don't want you in limbo either. Spirit, the divine, they want you to learn. They don't want you to waste your life. They don't want you to have missed opportunities. They want you to experience things, even if it's a failure. They want you to experience it because you'll learn from that failure, right? Because nothing's ever wrong in this life. So they want you to trust your heart. I'm going to say trust your heart here. The King of Swords is here and it says use logic, but I don't know. So when sometimes the King of Swords comes out, I tell you to trust your head, but I don't know why. I have this intuitive feeling that you should trust your heart. I guess because there's heartache here, and you know, that makes us want to use our head instead of our heart. But I'm saying buck the obvious and go with your heart. Take the risk. Take the leap. The Fool's here. Take the risk. I think it might be worth it. There's definitely a new beginning here. Again, the Fool energy, right? Shuffling these. Yeah. You got a door that's open for you. You're just not walking through it. Because you're afraid. Because there's the unknown. You don't know what's on the other side of that gateway. But you know what? None of us do. You are stubborn. You are definitely stubborn. Endurance. You've been putting up with this for long enough. You've endured. You've endured. I think you've been sitting in this heartache. I put that card right on that heartache card. I feel like you've been enduring it. You've been holding on to it. It's time. It's time to set yourself free. Like, come on, make a move. Let go. Either let go or move on. Have faith in your dreams. You can have what you want. You're just not allowing yourself to. I feel like you might feel a little unworthy here. Like you haven't done something right. I feel like you're being very hard on yourself. It could be because you have some issues to deal with it in your family. So maybe there's some resentment towards your parents or other family members. Maybe they mistreated you. Maybe they didn't do right by you. Maybe they were unfair to you. And it's causing you to kind of be stuck in this energy where you don't know what to do and you're praying for answers, but you're not listening to them. You're closed off from it. Kind of feel like you closed yourself off. Like your walls are definitely up, but it feels more than that. It feels like you really may have gone into like hermit mode, but not quite hermit mode because you're not listening. I don't know. I just feel like something needs to change. This energy's got to change up. You got to let go. I'm pulling you a love advice card. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So, you know, you're gonna get some mental clarity here. You're gonna start understanding why things happen the way they did, and it's gonna help you a lot. But I still feel like you got to push yourself here. I feel like you got to push yourself out of this, out of your comfort zone. You want to stay safe and secure, and that's one way of letting life pass you by. I should take my own advice on that one. That's what they told me. They're like, are you listening to yourself? Endings. You are held. Endings. Yeah, something has to end here. This energy has to end. You have to decide what you want. I'm going to read from the book anyway, because this is Metatron, and Metatron's very insightful. Okay, you know you've reached the end of a road when you have nothing left to give. No more energy to fight, no desire to turn around. You just need a clean break from the past or whatever no longer serves you. Exactly. What you face with endings now presenting in your life is a path to freedom. It may feel daunting or uncharted. You may not have any understanding of it, and it may feel safer to stay with what you know, staying in your comfort zone, right? But Metatron asks you to look again and to see whether this ending is your choice or whether it has been thrust upon you as there is no real way back anymore. You know, kind of like a tower moment. So the energy has shifted and moved on, and so must you. It may have to do with any area in your life, either a relationship, job, residence, health, life stage. Definitely feels like relationship though. You know, we face many endings in life, and the lesson is knowing how to adapt to change and yield when necessary. And it may take a little time, but you know the answer, and that is to begin again. It's the only option when something ends. You know, for now, you're not supposed to have all the answers. So put aside your doubts and your fears. You know, endings are necessary. Otherwise, life cannot bring in the new. So you're now like encouraged to fly, to break free from this, to expect your new beginning, your new opportunity, right? So like I said, your choice could be going after your heart and your person and letting go of the past, because you can't have a new start with your person if you don't let go of the past. There's too much hurt in the past. You have to start fresh. Or you can entirely walk away from this and start brand new and fresh. You have a new beginning here. It's up to you what you make of it. I can't tell you what to do, and neither can Source, because both options are right. Both options will work out for you in the long run. So my advice in this situation is to follow your heart. But following your heart's too painful to face, then walk away from it entirely. But Cupid's here. You definitely have to cut ties with the past. You can't hold on to it. It will not serve you. It will not work out in a relationship if you bring in old hurts to this new beginning. It won't work out for you. So if you can't do that, if you can't heal your hurts, if you can't cut the cords from them and walk away from them and start with a clean slate, then I'm suggesting you walk away from this situation entirely. You've endured too much. You really have. But you do have a wish fulfillment. So you can have whatever it is you want. And it will put a smile on your face. And you will be the phoenix rising from the ashes. Bigger, better, stronger, more powerful. You know? You got the starfish. So for me, that's a star. Be that shining star. It's your time to shine. You got another star here, right? So you can't just always make a wish. Sometimes you have to make those wishes happen by listening to your inspired action and your divine guidance. All right, Leo. That's all I got for you. Give the video a like, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, because you know how much that helps me and makes me very grateful. And until next time, love and light.